Hello, third grade. It is so good to see you. Hopefully I'll get to see you guys at school when you come. But for right now, get to have a little music sing-along on video. So, if you can start out and echo my voice. Ooh. Hey, give yourself a thumbs up. Good echoing there. Now, I have my trusty ukulele, and I'm going to sing a song, and I want you to see if you can figure out a part that happens over and over and over again. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, sword and pistol by his side, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Which part happened over and over again? Lots of parts, right? How about the easiest part? Yeah, the uh-huh, uh-huh. And then it goes higher, uh-huh, uh-huh. And then it goes uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay? So that's going to be your part this time. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, sword and pistol by his side, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And as you can see, our good friend, Mr. Frog, right here. And you can see he's got his sword and his pistol right by his side. And of course, trusty horse, because hopping is hard work, if you've ever tried it. And Mr. Frog gets tired, he wants to ride around on his horse. Now, if you've ever been down by a pond at night, you may have heard the frogs singing. But one thing you may not have known is that when they're not at the pond, when they're maybe at their house, frogs like to sing and play piano. It's a little known fact, so now you know. And there we can see Mr. Frog in his house. So Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Frog went a-courting and he did right, sword and pistol by his side, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I'm going to sing a new verse, but you get to do that same part. He went upon his high horse set, uh-huh, uh-huh. Went upon his high horse set, uh-huh, uh-huh. Went upon his high horse set, his boots they shone black as jet, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right to Miss Mousie's hall, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right up to Mouse's hall, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right up to Mouse's hall, where he most tenderly did call, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, Mistress Mouse, are you within? Yes, kind frog, I sit to spin, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Can you see what she's spinning there? Yep, she is spinning some yarn. He took Miss Mousie on his knee, uh-huh, uh-huh. He took Miss Mousie on his knee, uh-huh, uh-huh. He took Miss Mousie on his knee. Pray, Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Did you hear what she asked him? What he asked her? He asked her to marry him. Oh my goodness, what do you think she's going to say? Here's what she says. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, uh-huh, uh-huh. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, uh-huh, uh-huh. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I would not marry the president, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So what she's saying is, even if Uncle Rat, or even if the president himself were to ask her to marry him, she'd still have to ask her Uncle Rat. But they have to iron out a few of the details. Let's see what happens. Then Uncle Rat, he soon comes home, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then Uncle Rat, he soon comes home, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then Uncle Rat, he soon comes home. Who's been here since I've been gone, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. A pretty little dandy man, says she, uh-huh, uh-huh. A pretty little dandy man, says she, uh-huh, uh-huh. A pretty little dandy man, says she, who swears he wants to marry me, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, Uncle Rat wants to know, where will the wedding breakfast be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding breakfast be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, what will the wedding breakfast be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, what will the wedding breakfast be, uh-huh, uh-huh. What will the wedding breakfast be? Three green beans and a black-eyed pea, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Who will make the wedding gown, uh-huh, uh-huh. Who will make the wedding gown, uh-huh, uh-huh. Who will make the wedding gown? Old Miss Rat from Pumpkin Town, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent, and that's the way the marriage went, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh my goodness, what did Uncle Rat say? He said yes, they got married. Now, if you've ever been to a wedding, you know afterwards they have a big party, maybe some dancing. Let's see if it's any different with the animals. The first to come was a little white moth, uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come was a little white moth, uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come was a little white moth to spread out the tablecloth, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come was a big black bug, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come was a big black bug, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come was a big black bug. On his back was a cider jug, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. You know what cider's made out of? Apples. Next to come was Mr. Coon, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come was Mr. Coon, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come was Mr. Coon, waving about a silver spoon, uh-huh, mm-hmm, uh-huh. Where do you think he got that silver spoon? Yep, I'm guessing the trash can. You know those raccoons love playing in the trash. The next to come was a spotted snake. The next to come was a spotted snake. Next to come was a spotted snake, passing round the wedding cakes. The next to come was a bumblebee. Bzz, 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 bzz. The next to come was a bumblebee. Bzz, 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 bzz. The next to come was a bumblebee. A banjo buckled on his knee. Bzz, 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 bzz. Everybody get out your banjo. Put it away. The next to come was a nimble flea. Boing, 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 boing. The next to come was a nimble flea. Boing, 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 boing. The next to come was a nimble flea to dance a jig for the bumblebee. Boing, 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 boing. Everybody put your hands behind your back. Get ready to dance your jig. Sit down. The next to come was the old gray goose, honk honk, honk honk. The next to come was the old gray goose, honk honk, honk honk. The next to come was the old gray goose. She picked up her fiddle and she cut loose, honk honk, honk honk, honk honk. Get out your fiddle. And put it away. The next to come were two little ants, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come were two little ants, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come were two little ants fixing round to have a dance, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. If you've got somebody in their room with you, you may dance with them, otherwise you can dance with me. Sit down. The next to come was a little old fly, bzz, 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 bzz. Next to come was a little old fly, bzz, 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 bzz. Next to come was a little old fly, he ate up all the wedding pie, bzz, 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 bzz. Well, if you ever have a picnic or any food outside, you know there's going to be flies there trying to eat it all up. The next to come was a little chick, beep, 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 beep. The next to come was a little chick, beep, 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 beep. The next to come was a little chick, he ate so much it made him sick. Oh my goodness, have you ever eaten so much it made you sick? Especially for eating all that cake. Uh-oh. The last to come was the old tomcat. Oh no, oh no. The last to come was the old tomcat. Oh no, oh no. The last to come was the old tomcat. He says, I'll put a stop to that. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Uh-oh, what do you think's gonna happen? This could get bad. Oh my goodness. Well, we will find out next time. Nah, just kidding. We will turn the page. Ah! Doesn't look good for him, does it? Should we turn the page? Ooh, it might be scary. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. Wee wee, wee wee. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. Wee wee, wee wee. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. This is the end of my romance. Wee wee, wee wee, wee wee. So we don't know exactly what happened. Maybe Frog used his sword and his pistol, but somehow they escaped. And where did they go to honeymoon? France. Ooh la la. Frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. If you want any more, you must sing it yourself. Well, I hope you enjoyed finding all about Mr. Frog and his life. Now, we have a mystery song for you guys. So, if you remember our lessons that we did over Zoom, we did some songs, and you may recognize this song. You may know what it is. I'll play it again for you. I hope you know what it is. If you do know, you can let me know when you do your reaction video. Now, we have a very fun song today. And for this one, you're going to need your head and your shoulders. So you put your hands up here, head and shoulders. Whenever I say head, you touch your head. Whenever I say shoulders, you touch your shoulders. I know you can do it. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Good. This time, not only are you going to touch your head, now you're going to touch your shoulders, but when I say baby, you're going to clap your hands. So head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Hey, so far so good. This time, when I say 1, you put your right hand up. When I say 2, you put your left hand up. And when I say 3, you put both. So it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I tell you about the clap? There's a clap in there too. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? Here we go. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do the same thing, but instead of our head and shoulders, we're going to do our knees and our ankles. You won't be able to see mine, but I hope you can see yours. Knees and ankles, baby. 1, 2, 3. Knees and ankles, baby. 1, 2, 3. Knees and ankles, knees and ankles, knees and ankles, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you've ever seen a cow, you might know how to milk a cow. Like this. Milk the cow, baby. 1, 2, 3. Milk the cow, baby. 1, 2, 3. Milk the cow, milk the cow, milk the cow, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now you gotta put your hands on your hips and you go around the world, baby. 1, 2, 3. Around the world, baby. 1, 2, 3. Around the world, round the world, round the world, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now, what I want you guys to do is for your reaction video, I want you to create your own version. So for instance, I might go, do the dab, baby. 1, 2, 3. Do the dab, baby. 1, 2. So any kind of action you want, just put it there about that long, and then you still say baby in 1, 2, 3. So I'm looking forward to your versions. See what kind of creative things you can come up with. Well, it has been wonderful seeing you guys today. I look forward to hearing your videos. Hopefully you know that mystery song. Okay? And I look forward to doing your own version of Head and Shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at school. Bye, guys.